To the honorable judges of the program, and to my fellow, the most outstanding student selections participants, a great day to all of us. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jullio Dandri Fernando. Most of students and lecturers call me Joe. I'm a 6th semester student of Marketing Communication Studies. In this video, I will present, or if you could say, I will share my creative ideas with the theme of Sustainability Development Goals. This video was made not only to fulfill the requirements in selecting the outstanding students, but as form of my active participation as a student in answering the 17th challenge of sustainable development. As an early prologue, I will tell you a little bit about something that is quite personal. When I was younger, I remember how worried and frightened my mother was when we got sick. A fever would be sleepless night for her. And until now, I'm still very lucky to be given health, safety, and sufficient nutrition from my mother. However, not all mother and kids are in the same convenience and greater situation as mine. According to the World Health Organization, globally, 2.4 million children died in the first month of life in 2020. There are approximately 6,700 newborn deaths every day, amounting to 47% of all child deaths under the age of 5 years, and this number up from 47 in 1990. Preterm birth, intrapartum related complications such as birth asphyxia or inability to breathe at birth, infection, and birth defects are the leading causes of most neonatal death. Children who die within the first 28 days of birth suffer from conditions and diseases associated with the lack of quality care at or immediately after birth and in the first day of life. From the end of the neonatal period and through the first 5 years of life, the main causes of death are pneumonia, diarrhea, birth defect, and malaria. Malnutrition is the underlying contributing factor, making the children even more vulnerable to severe diseases. The evidence on death directly attributable to COVID-19 infections is strongly age-dependent, with children and adolescents least affected. Children under 5 years represent approximately 2% of global cases and 0.1% of the global death. Based on the DPRI Center for Baju Studies, in Indonesia itself, the infant and mother mortality rate had declined. Although this figure has declined, this figure has not yet to reach the 2015 MDGs target, which is 102, and the 2030 SDGs, which are less than 70 per 100,000 live birth in MMR. In 2015 MDGs target of 23 and the 2030 SDGs target of 12 for EMR. In addition, due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, maternal and infant mortality rates have soared. The maternal mortality rate increased by 300 cases from 2019 to around 4,400 deaths in 2020, while infant mortality rate in 2019 by around 26,000 cases increased by almost 40% to 44,000 cases in 2020. From these resources, the government continued to make strategies to this issue. In fact, it has become one of the concerns until it is poured into one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. In Goals number 3, the Good Health and Well-Being, Mission 3.3 that state, by 2030, end of preventable death of newborn and children under 5 years of age, with all countries aiming to reduce neonatal mortality to at least as low as 12 per 1,000 live births, and under 5 mortality rate at least as low as 25 per 1,000 live births. However, the government role alone is not enough to solve this case. As a student, we must able to think of creative solutions to make this noble goal a success. As an outstanding student candidate, one of the creative solutions that I propose is to create an application platform that is expected to help reduce the maternal and child mortality rate and support the achievement of one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We call this app Natalife app, the app that will help moms keep track of for their medical records and infant immunization. With this app, It will be easier for the doctor and also the mom to see the health records and condition of both mother and infant. If one day there will be medical issue in mother and infant, the doctor can predict earlier with our statistic. Becoming our member, the mother also can enjoy the various of online classes that mother can get, such as yoga class, parenting class, and prenatal and postnatal care class. I know this sounds very exclusive and may only be enjoyed by the upper class, but we have this feature that we call From Mom to Mom. We provide social awareness and help via the donation system to mother in poverty that we call From Mom to Mom. While our users enjoy the benefit of the mobile health records for them and their infant, and also relevant and useful health insight, the social awareness and involvement is also being practiced. The mother can participate in helping the mother and infant in the poverty-stricken area. Because every 50% of our revenue from the membership are going to be utilized to give aid to the mother and infant in poverty-stricken areas with our various programs to help their health conditions and also provide the proper nutrition. For the closure of the video, if there is one thing that we would like you to remember, it will be the main goal of our project, to be of aid to mother by conveniently storing their health data and providing the online resources that will cater to their and their infant welfare and wellness. All of this while simultaneously helping out mother and their infants in poverty. I'm Jullio Fernando, and that's one of my creative ideas for making the Sustainable Development Goals a success. Thank you for watching.